Good evening. As the Rio Rico High School principal, we would like to welcome all guests, especially you, class of 2024, to tonight's graduation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, at this moment we ask that you please rise for the presentation of colors and the singing of the national anthem by senior Camila Fonseca.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you, Camila and the JROTC. Everyone, you may now be seated. At this time, we would like to recognize former graduates of Rio Rico High School. Would any alumni from 1998 to 2023 who are here as our guests tonight please stand and be recognized? You have paved the path for class of 2024. Thank you. I would now like to introduce the Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District Number 35 Governing Board. Behind me are seated Mr. Brad Beach, who's president, Ms. Lourdes Vasquez, clerk, Ms. Susan Fobione, member, Mr. Rene Ramirez, member, Mr. Joel Kramer, member, And I would like to also welcome our district leadership, Mr. David Verdugo, our superintendent, Dr. Melissa Lunderville, who is our assistant superintendent, and Mr. Stephen Shadler, who is also assistant superintendent. And next, I would like to also extend a special welcome to our honored guests in attendance. Miss Maya Donnelly, who's the County Chief Deputy Superintendent. Rudy Malera, who's our County Supervisor. Isela Brown, who is our Chief Financial Officer. Rebecca Cabrera, who's our Human Resources Director. Jonathan Chavez, who is the principal of Calabasas School. Vanessa Alegria Rivas, who's assistant principal. My high school wrestling coach and assistant principal, Richard Ormond. Principal of Cuatamundi Middle School, Dagoberto Lopez. Assistant principal, Tony Ann Shadler. Principal of Mountain View Elementary School, Dominic Armijo. Principal of San Cayetano Elementary School, Mimi Renteria. Elementary Assistant Principal, Tanya Borojas. Transportation Coordinator, Chris Jimenez. Special Education Coordinator, Mercedes Thompson. District Assessment Coordinator, Megan Padilla. Technology Coordinator, Steve St. Clair. And I often refer to our this last person, the Community Outreach Coordinator, as the Senator of Rio Rico, Mr. John Fanning. And how about our site administrators? Ms. Claudia Tolano, Mrs. Heather Pearson, Mr. Chris Laughlin, and Mr. Jimmy Navarro. Let's give a warm welcome to all of the individuals in attendance seated as one of our honored guests. And I don't want to say last but not least, let's give it up. If you're a Rio Rico High School faculty or staff, would you please stand up? Let's give our staff and faculty a big round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. Okay, at this time, I would like to invite Mr. Brad Beach, President of the Governing Board, to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Canoy. First off, I would like to thank those of us that are here tonight and those of us that are here in spirit to honor the class of 2024. Also, a big congratulations to our graduating seniors. This is a start of a new and exciting chapter in your life, so again, congratulations. So I want to take this opportunity tonight to talk to you about the history of Rio Rico High School, and about some of the graduates that have come before you. There's an old saying, in order to know who you are, you must know your history. So I did what many of you do when writing an essay or a tough term paper. I sat in silence, gathered my thoughts. I focused real hard, pulled out my cell phone and typed my question into ChatGPT. Yep. Well, it shot back and it told me nothing about the history of Rio Rico High School or the graduates. So tonight, I'm going to go off my memory. This will be your last history lesson. I got about 3 chapters, about 3 legends. So here we go. Chapter 1, Hawk basketball team. In 2004, 4 weeks prior to the state tournament, they played Seton Catholic and got whooped. They got whooped so bad. 20 years later, I'm embarrassed to tell you the score. Fast forward 4 weeks to the state championship tournament. The Hawks make it to the final. And guess who they face in the final? None other than Seton Catholic. First half of the game, they battled back and forth. It was a tough game. Third and fourth quarter, we saw Art Poole make a three-pointer. Chris Hutzel, a layup. Hondo Mesa, another three-pointer. And even little Jonathan Chavez. No, it wasn't Jonathan, it was Philip Chavez. Got a couple buckets in. When the final whistle blew, Hawks 63, Seton Catholic 56. Always believe in yourself and always believe in your team. Another lesson I learned from that game, it doesn't matter how many times you get beat in a game or in life, you always keep on fighting until the tide turns in your favor. And a shout out to Mr. Fanning who coached that team. Yeah. Way to go, John. Chapter 2, Carlos Villarreal. 2017, I ran into Carlos at the University of Arizona, and the conversation went like this. What's going on, Carlos? Not much, Mr. Beach. You still running? Well, I'm injured. I'm not sure if I'm going to run again. I told him, you got good trainers, you're young, and the final decision is yours. And we left it at that. A couple years later, 2019, I turned on the TV, and the Pan American Games were on. And I heard, representing Mexico, Carlos Villarreal. First lap, Carlos is in the top 5. Lap 2 and 3, Carlos fluctuates roughly between the 3rd and 4th runner. Lap 4, at the 2:20 mark, he takes over the number 2 runner, and in the final stretch, he takes the lead. That Hawk was running on a hard-to-find alloy called guts and heart when he crossed that finish line. Carlos Villarreal was crowned Pan American champion and was the fastest runner in the 1,500 meters in South and North America and one of the fastest runners in the world at that time. A few words come to mind when I think of Carlos: perseverance, tenacity, work ethic second to none, and a total dedication to his craft. Excellent traits to embrace as you move on with your life. Last chapter, chapter 3. Adalberto Gordo Villascusa, 4-time state champion in the sport of wrestling. We were headed out on a Friday to Cleveland, Ohio for high school senior nationals, where the best seniors battle in the nation. On Monday, he walks in the room with 12 stitches over his right eye. Like any coach, I look at him and I say, Gordo, we're gonna rub some dirt on it. The plane leaves at 6, be on it. We fly into Cleveland, he makes weight. The first match, he comes out with a blood-soaked bandage over his eye. We undid the wrap, re-wrapped it, repeated that process about 8 times. Got to the hotel room late at night, we unwrapped it, there's a couple stitches open, and after a little bit of back and forth, we realized the doctors didn't tie the knots correctly. So Gordo was scrapping it out. Second day, same as the first. By the end of the night, Gordo places in the top 10 best wrestlers in the nation and goes on to become a 3-time collegiate All-American at Embry-Riddle University. What I learned that night is sometimes you have to put your body and mind through a little hell to get that little piece of heaven. So I'm gonna leave you with this, class of 2024. When you walk across this stage tonight and receive your diploma and go out into what we call the real world, I will guarantee you one thing: life is going to hit you hard. So hard that it's going to drop you to your knees, and during that time of self-doubt, and I can't do this attitude that overtakes many of us, but not all, and sometimes even tears of hopelessness, that life is just not turning out the way I envisioned it. It is at that time I want you to remember your history, who you are and where you come from. It is that time I want you to remember those that have sacrificed and struggled, like your parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents. It is at that time I want you to remember that strong Hawk DNA that is flowing through your veins. It is at that time you will rise up, dust off, lace up, and keep on marching forward. Do not let anyone, including yourself, keep you from achieving your goals, your dreams, or your aspirations. And with that, I'll leave you with a Semper Fidelis. May a higher power guide you in your life's journey, and a Hawk Pride. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce and welcome Mr. David Verdugo, your superintendent, for a few words.
Tough to follow Mr. Beach after that. ChatGPT was really good. He did a really nice job. Good evening, graduates, families, faculty and staff, and distinguished guests. As we gather here today to celebrate the Rio Rico High School class of 2024, as superintendent, I'm filled with pride and admiration for each one of you. This momentous occasion marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Congratulations on reaching this significant milestone in your lives. Class of 2024, you are a remarkable group of individuals who have shown incredible resilience and adaptability, especially in the face of unprecedented challenges. From navigating through a global pandemic to overcoming personal obstacles, you have demonstrated strength, determination, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Today is not just about looking back at what you achieved, but also looking forward to the limitless possibilities that await you. As you embark on this new chapter of your lives, I want to share a few reflections and words of encouragement. Firstly, as Mr. B said, embrace change and uncertainty. The world is constantly evolving, presenting new opportunities and challenges. Embracing change and an open mind and a positive attitude will enable you to thrive in any situation. Secondly, never underestimate the power of resilience. Life is full of difficulties, but it is how you respond to adversity that defines your character. Cultivate resilience, learn from setbacks, and use them as stepping stones to grow stronger and wiser. Lastly, never stop learning and exploring. Education is not confined to the walls of a classroom. It is a lifelong journey and discovery and growth. I encourage you to pursue your passions and never be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. At this time, I'd also like to take a moment to recognize and thank some of the special individuals who helped these graduates make it to this point. To the parents, guardians, and families, thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement. You have been the foundation upon which these graduates have built their success. To the Rio Rico High School and SCB 35 staff and faculty, your dedication and passion has inspired and guided our graduates this moment. Your impact on their lives is immeasurable. Thank you all for making a difference in the lives of these graduates. Class of 2024, I have no doubt that you will go on and achieve incredible things as you spread your wings and soar into the world. May you continue to dream big, work hard, and make a positive impact wherever life takes you. Congratulations and best wishes for a future filled with success and happiness. Hawk Pride.
Next up is the principal's address. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and above all, the incredible graduating class of 2024. As we gather here today to celebrate this momentous occasion, I'm honored to stand before you as your principal. It fills me with pride and joy to witness your hard work, determination, perseverance come to a close and observe you walk through the next doorway to life after high school. Class of 2024, you are a shining testament to the power of resilience in the face of adversity. The challenges you've overcome, especially in these unprecedented times, have only served to strengthen your resolve and character. You've adapted, you've persisted, you've thrived, proving that nothing can deter the spirit and determination within you. As you stand on the brink of a new chapter in your lives, I encourage you to hold fast to the values and lessons instilled in you during your time at Rio Rico High School. Embrace the knowledge you've gained from school, from your families, from your friendships, and the experiences that have shaped you into remarkable individuals. As you embark on the next chapter of your lives, always remember the words of Nelson Mandela: education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So go forth, class of 2024, and unleash the power of your education to make a positive impact on the world. And lastly, I'm going to miss so much about the class of 2024, but I just want to highlight a few of the things that I am going to miss. All right? Stefan, Akela, Camila, Candace, Caesar, Angel, Itchel, Josue, and Edric, I'm going to miss seeing your amazing high school performances. And the amazing costumes for those performances were always amazing, Brianna. Sammy, every greeting from you was a highlight of my day. You have a special ability to make people feel special. So take advantage of that and thank you. Ernesto, I appreciate you helping me learn Spanish. Estoy aprendiendo and gracias por tu ayuda. Yanel, it seemed like you were at every event taking pictures to memorialize this year. I'm going to miss seeing you at these events and talking to you about photography and life. And the last thing I'm going to say that I'm going to miss is, Debony, I'm going to miss you draining threes. All right? So, congratulations, graduates. The future belongs to you. And at this time, I'd like to introduce your senior class president, Kiana Garcilazo, for the senior class president address.
Good evening to faculty, family, friends, honored guests, and especially to the graduating class of 2024. Muy buenas tardes, familias, amigos y a nuestros maestros y personal. Les agradecemos mucho por acompañarnos en esta noche tan especial para todos nosotros. My name is Kiana Garcilaso, and it is my honor to be speaking in front of you all today. I was told by a couple of friends to keep this short so we can hurry up and get out of here for the last time. So with that being said, I want to start off by thanking God for gathering us here today in the tribute to celebrate years of hard work and dedication. My deepest thanks go to each and every one of you seniors for presenting me with the opportunity to be your senior class president, for all your cooperation, participation, and motivation as well. Today marks Thursday, May 23rd, 2024. The day we have been waiting for our entire lives, it's finally here. It seems as it was just yesterday, I was sitting in Miss Garcia's 5th grade class thinking 2024 is so far from now. We'll never get that far. And with what seemed like a blink of an eye, here we are sitting amongst each other in our cap and gowns. And like the phrase we've all probably heard plenty of times, enjoy your last year, it'll go by so fast. I truly hope everyone here today was able to cherish every precious moment. From the first day of school, our last pep rally, our last prom, turning in our last ever high school assignment, to our graduation. As we stand on the edge of our future, it's not just the cap and gowns that unite us. It's the memories we've created, the laughters we shared, and the challenges we've overcome together. Today we don't say goodbye, but see you later, as each of us takes a piece of each other into the next chapter of our stories. I feel I can speak for everybody by saying this year has been an emotional roller coaster. With celebrating our last high school events this year, this beautiful fragment of our lives has sadly come to an end. However, this next segment still remains unwritten. The exciting news is we are the authors of our own journey and are blessed with the opportunity to write it ourselves. leaving here today with the bittersweet feeling that we will soon be on our own. And with the question that stressed all of us out, what's next? What are you going to study? What's your plan after high school? Whether you're continuing your education, looking for a job, or joining and serving our country in the armed forces, each and every one of our futures are bright and unique in their own way. I believe we should leave here asking ourselves, who are we going to become and what amazing stories will you create? I'm excited to see what each of our futures hold. I would now like to take this time to thank the people who shaped me into the person I am today. To the beautiful, strong woman who raised me, my mother, I would not be standing up here today if it weren't for you. Palabras no pueden expresar lo tanto que estoy agradecida por tenerte. Gracias por tomarme de la mano con todo tu amor y nunca dejar que me rindiera. Te prometo que todos tus sacrificios no fueron en vano. And to my dad, gracias por siempre ser mi guía toda la vida, por motivarme a ser la mejor versión de mí misma, por ser el hombre con quien siempre puedo contar. Te amo con todo mi corazón. And lastly, but definitely not least, I want to thank my biggest role models, my two older sisters. You guys have been my source of inspiration. No pressure, but I look up to you both every single day. For being my best mentors, cheerleaders, and best friends all in one. You have been there to celebrate the highest of highs and cushion me at my lows with tough love. I am endlessly grateful for the both of you. And well, Jacobo, you too. As we stand here today, take a moment to take it all in. Look at the person beside you and remember this exact moment. Surrounded by the people who love us, and the angels not physically here, but watching over us, I want to say thank you. Thank you for every moment, every lesson, every lifelong friendship created, and every smile. Class of 2024, we did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Keats. That was amazing. Next, I'd like to introduce Paulette Rodriguez Trujillo to the stage. Paulette will be providing the salutatorian address.
Thank you, Keeks, for that beautiful speech. Hello, class of 2024. It is my pleasure to say congratulations to you all for getting to this moment. It seems like yesterday we were sophomores finally coming to our first day of classes after COVID, or for some coming throughout our high school years. Rio has been more of a school to us to prepare us for our future. It is a place where we learned about ourselves and our ambitions, where we have an eye-opening experiences that have built us up to the people that we are today, where we learned our values by the new relationships we built throughout our time here, where we met teachers that saw our potential and believed we are a valuable investment, which allowed us to succeed and grow into more confident people. There were nights where practice ran late, family responsibilities came up, and homework was still left unfinished. But it was because of our desire for something more that we made it to where we are today. But we also owe a thanks to the CTE staff, English, Science, History, and Math departments of Rio Rico, who fed into our ambitions because they knew we were hungry for a better life for ourselves and our families. To my peers of the class of 2024, continue to break barriers, and I pray that you all understand that this is just the beginning and our paths are unveiling for the future. Thanks to the people in my life, my friends, my 7th period, my chemistry class, and Dr. Tassone, who helped me make my life worth living because of their contributions. Ahora, esta parte de mi discurso es para todas aquellas familias que vinieron a apoyar a sus graduados. Gracias a los papás, abuelos, hermanas, hermanos y a aquellos que han fallecido pero todavía están en nuestros corazones. Pero más que nada, un gran aplauso a las mamás. Que vinieron hoy a apoyarnos. Creo que si no fuera por ellas, muchos de nosotros no estuviéramos aquí en este momento tan importante. Sé que para ustedes es difícil ver a todos nosotros graduarnos porque muchos de ustedes todavía nos ven como sus bebés. Pero también nos deben de dejar volar y volar lejos. Ustedes nos dieron unas grandes alas, las cuales vamos a usar para volar, así hacerlas sentir muy orgullosas de ser nuestras mamás. Muchos de ustedes se quedarán y estudiarán sus carreras aquí en Arizona, y otros nos iremos fuera del estado, pero todos siendo independientes y llenos de sueños y metas por alcanzar. Todo esto es gracias a las mamás, que estuvieron siempre presentes de despertarnos por las mañanas, alimentarnos y ayudarnos siempre. Iniciamos esta nueva etapa de nuestras vidas siendo adultos, personas responsables y exitosas. El sacrificio de una mamá es enorme y muchos de nosotros quizás no podremos entender lo que una mamá es capaz de hacer por sus hijos. Debemos de dar las gracias a todas las mamás aquí presentes, así como aquellas que no pudieron estar aquí este día por diferentes razones. Yo le doy las gracias a la mamá más hermosa y fuerte que yo he conocido, a mi mami. Sé que no se lo digo mucho, pero la amo. Mami, si me estás escuchando, te amo. A todos los graduados les pido que cuando esto termine, que les den un gran abrazo a sus mamás, o bien a las personas que fueron como una madre para ustedes. Y que ese abrazo sea un grande agradecimiento por estar allí presente siempre. Ya para despedirme, les digo que si por alguna razón no nos vemos en el futuro, solo quiero que sepan lo orgulloso que estoy de todos ustedes. Congratulations, class of 2024. We rap!
Thank you, Paulette. At this time, I'd like to introduce Camila Fonseca, who is your class valedictorian.
I don't trust the microphone. Okay, good afternoon, families, parents, siblings, students, and educators. Sitting here dressed in red caps and gowns is the Rio Rico High School class of 2024. However, I'm sure we all knew that. What we might not always acknowledge is the dedication and hard work every single student that is sitting here today has put in to get us where we are. Congratulations to everyone sitting here and the proud families in the stands. Your hard work and dedication is paying off. At the beginning of the school year, I had talked about how this year I wouldn't procrastinate and that I would treat every day with the value it deserves because we will never be able to go back in time. But we can keep our memories. I only accomplished one of those two things. And time still went by so incredibly fast. Looking back though, I wouldn't change a thing. I have spent it with the best people. Thank you to my friends. Some who I've known for 7 years now. Sorry. Those same people who welcomed me when I first came here and I didn't have a clue where to go. Others I have met along the way and they have made just as much of an impact. Thank you to my family for being so supportive of me and helping me get where I am right now and inspiring me in my plans for the future. Finally, help me in thanking our community members, teachers, and staff members, the Rio Rico and Tubac Rotary, and our first responders. Without your help and support, we wouldn't be here. I also want to say personally to my sister Bea, thank you for always being there for me and listening to my rants and cries, but always helping me through and creating the core memories. Okay, I'm gonna make it. Now, I'm sure at least half of you know, if not all of you, that I'm just a little bit of a theater kid. So all that crying, it was acting, guys, I swear. Theater has helped me see so much in so many new perspectives and has given me an amazing way to express myself and have a family in it too.